Alright, now, if I'm not rusty, the start button should have been hit, so I'm going to go ahead and check the audio on the stream for a second. You hear me repeat myself, repeat myself. It's because I'm checking the thing. Hold on. Okay, so there's a fair amount of white noise going on. I'm going to go over here and turn the AC unit off.
On the other hand, you've probably got good listening to the background jazz music.
Well, that's part of the other audio thing. That might be bleeding into the mic a bit.
Uh-oh.
I think we're good, though. Hold on, let me just pull up the audio management. Sorry, technical difficulties. Audio mixer and... Okay, so what I can do is I can actually turn this up a little bit. Ooh, excuse me. And this down just a hair. Okay, so that should be good for the stream, and let's get to the game. Ooh, sorry, let me just take a sip of my drink first. And... Sorry, I always got distracted by reading the update on the side while I was taking a drink. It doesn't look like there's anything too much. There might be some new decorations, but only from Europe stories, so... Sorry, European stories. Europe stories, I guess that'd be stories about Europe?
Probably.
One of my favorite scenes in The Wire, and it's relevant to this, is the newspaper season, when the editor calls over the reporter and says, it should be delivering paper right here. The reporter says, like, you can't evacuate a building. Sorry, no, you can't evacuate a person. Well, you can, but that's not what you mean. What you mean to say is you evacuate the building of people. And I just thought that was like a hilarious distinction, and an important one for a reporter.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is the kind of thing that I feel like, well, at the very least, a news agency should get right. But, oh, and then I remember I had to panic get the toilet paper into the...
Yeah.
So I have to replace all the toilet paper, really quick.
I feel like there was something...
Oh, I missed. Oop. And it looks like I'm already ordering a second delivery, which is nice, and some food.
A second delivery of what?
Paper. So we have coal, paper, and food up here in the corner.
Okay, do we know?
Knowing myself, there's no way I didn't order the maximum.
Okay.
Let's see, over here we have a 400 advertisement, but it needs an illustrator, and we don't have one of those yet. Is it a bird or a plane? That's cute. Actually, this is 1930s. When did Superman come out as a comic? Wouldn't that be 1950s?
Yeah, he fought in World War II.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess he may be out now. Oh, that's a gold story. What are our objectives? Sorry, I have to check. We want a hopeful story, we want an adventurous story, and we want an unveiling, and something to do with a famous person. And we need at least one statement, so that's politics. It says that we have a statement in our archive, so I'll check that in a second. But in the meantime, it looks like the unveiling is actually something we do want. So we have crime and entertainment. Reporters. Okay, entertainment. He didn't unlock the next thing. Entertainment or crime. Nope. And then this is the natural coordinator. Okay, so let's have him work the charity gala. And then let's have Alexander Ligma in the dressing room. That's not actually a great place for Mr. Ligma to be. Mr. Ligma Nuts in the dressing room, not necessarily, but you know, it'll be fine.
I gotta tell you, I love his name.
I know. Yeah. Anyway, so we've prioritized this story because I think by the time we finish getting all these tags, it'll be a pretty good one, and we're getting it on Monday, so that's one of 4 stories down. Next one we have Prohibition's Perils: Bootlegging Still Booms. And there was thunder over Thunder Road. Lightning was in the thunder was low. There was moonshine. It's the older version of Thunder Road.
Yeah, which was a movie. starring Robert Mitchum, and he sang the song.
I always forget that there's a movie to that, but yeah, Robert Mitchum is the and it's got an old school kind of catchiness, but it's definitely a Prohibition era song.
And it's also a pretty good movie, folks.
20th. Okay, my dyslexia definitely read that as 12th, and my brain just definitely short-circuited. Amendment shortens presidential and congressional inauguration period. Is this? Oh, it's inauguration period. That's not the term limit thing.
Yeah.
I know the 2 term limits for a president wasn't always the case. Because they tried to make...
or do we have that story? Did you assign anybody to it?
Yeah, Stefan's already working on it.
Okay.
And once he's done... I'm going to prioritize it, though, because I do
because
like the influence points.
It matches what we have to do.
It does. This is the statement. Okay, cool. So, unlocks with diplomat politics. Do I have one of those just in case? Diplomat. Okay, so do I have a politician... Okay, so Ronald Porter would be good. Terry Ventura would be good. Stefan McLeach would be great. So when he gets back from Europe, I'm going to make him a diplomat, and then, yeah, that's the play. So I'm going to make him a diplomat and get someone else on the other story, and then by the time he finishes his training, hopefully, I think this takes 3 days to train because it's a bronze trait. I don't know. It might be 12 hours. It might be 3 days. I can't remember. But however long it takes, that's going to be unless there's a second politician further down here. Nope. Stefan's the only one with a secondary characteristic here. All right. So Stefan's going to get some training to be a diplomat to get that second tier story of the Pope and Mussolini. That sounds like the setup to a joke. The Pope and Mussolini walk into a bar. I don't have a punchline, Dad. It's just a setup.
I know, it's great. Maybe people will come up with their own punchline.
I hope so. I have. It's called, I think, working backwards to get the joke. I have seen some comedians who outright admit that they work backwards from the punchline, and I've heard the joke before I knew that, and I'm just like, that was worked backward? That was well done. I heard a ding. Stefan. Okay, so when he comes back, he's going to get some training, and then we need Terry or Ronald to step in when wow. Yeah. Okay, so Stefan, let's go ahead and drop this off. Let's immediately get you into training. Scroll down, Stefan, and diplomat. 2 days. 2 days, European story. It is Monday. If it wasn't Monday, I'd be annoyed, but that's fine. I think this is acceptable. Okay, so he's going to work on those. I'm going to quickly, while time is... I don't actually have to do this quickly because time is paused, but I am going to quickly put all this paper that we stockpiled up into the printer. I think 600 should be fine based on what we went through last time. No, that was the issue. 700 is what we needed last time.
Yeah.
We're going to have 726 here, but
I'd get another box.
I'm going to get another giant box. Let's order a large delivery of a pallet of 300. Okay, I don't actually need to have this in my face anymore. Is there anything else I still want to do while time is paused? How much money do I have? I want 10,000 before I start doing fun things. Eeny, meeny, miny. You know what? I want to look at what we currently have on file. Ooh, okay, so the influence points are definitely some things I like to prioritize. This is sloppy, that's annoying. So because of that, being sloppy, I'm going to put it at the very bottom. It still gets the ×2 multiplier. That's what that ×2 is right there. You can see 4 and then 8. So even though this is sloppy, it's still worthwhile for me to put it there. We have this story, and this story also to check in. And we have 1 and 2 multipliers to work with. We also have, I think... Oh no, this is the European story. Right, okay. This one? No.
No.
No. No. Oh, okay. Oh, because they haven't gotten to the last stage yet. So one of these political ones, I'm pretty sure, was the Mussolini story. But you know what? I don't feel like looking for it right now. Yes, my ADD is that severe. Okay, so here's the organization principle I'm going to hold to the stories without actually looking at the merit. This is the story, by the way. It's right here. Move this all the way up to the top. And yes, I saw that there's a big exclamation point on that. What that was telling me is that I need to pick a reporter for the open slot, and I'm waiting for one or two of those guys to come back from finishing their other political reports so I can reassign them to the mission. Okay. Do you want to... You got a drink?
No,
right
I'm
there. You sure?
fine.
Okay. There is a lot of...
Sorry, folks.
like pollen and dust in this area lately. And you think like the general swampiness of the area would deal with it? Nope. All the plants here have evolved to just make that, my problem. All right, so...
And there's road construction around here.
Oh my God, there is so much road construction around here.
It's actually repair, folks. I mean, and
Yeah.
they're not always doing a good job, but... Hey,
Yeah.
I was in a road crew for 4 years.
Okay, yeah, you can judge them with personal knowledge. I'm judging them based on their rate of progress. Okay, so all the ones that have a negative modifier have been moved down. These are stories that got completed last week. Then the ads, because this is just money, and honestly, I think we get more money from getting better sales than we do from the ads themselves.
But I like that we have some ads.
We do like, it's nice to have in the pocket. I'm not saying that it's not. And then over here, I've basically graded them by the number of tags because that's how the game evaluates things. Even though I think that I enjoy deciding them based on what the stories actually are. But just that bit of light organization means that we're prioritizing this European story. We have this World Disarmament Conference.
Not the Fianna.
Yeah, the Fianna Fáil wins election.
I thought there was another good European story.
No, those are the two four in this one right here, the Disarmament Conference. Is that the one you're thinking of?
Could have been. I don't know.
'Cause that's a good one.
There was some story that we clicked on the first time.
Yeah, was it like 6 points? I think that might be the this guy. Yeah, this is 4 influence points, but that's potential 12 if it's in the
it's not
first
what
one.
I'm talking about.
Well,
I'll remember it.
yeah, we'll get to it. A little bit concerned about the dust in your lungs, but then again, I began the stream by taking a giant sip of my drink because I was fully aware of how dusty it was. So maybe I'm just speaking from a point of privilege is not exactly what I was trying to say.
I will follow your lead. Listen, everyone.
There you go. Okay, I heard a ding, and I'm going to go ahead and pause. I saw that the new paper got delivered. That's good. I'm still waiting on Ronald or Terry, one or the other. I don't care which gets ready first. And it looks like all of them have had developments. Okay, stolen jewels potentially seen at Charity Gala. I don't like the spacing they chose to do with this. That was kind of weird. And then we're going to go ahead and put Christopher Pancio. Actress seeks necklace at charity bidding lot. Did I prioritize this? Right, because it's an unveiling. I need that for the challenge. Oh, I'm going to take another sip myself. This one has a lie in it, but that can get edited out with our editors, assuming that they are properly rested. Prohibition perils. Bootlegging still booms.
That's politics for sure. It should be.
Well, yeah, it can be, but we can either focus on the crime element or the politics element.
Politics.
Lawtex files, but I don't have any free political reporters at the moment. Is it exclusive? No, it's not. Okay, so we're going to get the politics reporter in later, but for right now we need to change now. Our police are overwhelmed. Sure. I don't think I get a statement from you, and you don't have any other things I care about. So I'm not going to prioritize this, but I do like this story in theory because, I don't know, I like that they're lying to me. I like, because I get to remove the lie with the editor and make it a genuine story. Genuine? More genuine. In the proper term, not in the... actually, I guess the genuine article is the proper term.
I think the 20th Amendment story was the one that I thought is important.
Oh, yeah. That was a good one, too.
Of course, I get confused with sort of real life important, and
Newsworthiness.
and game.
Oh, well, I'm focusing on the game, so I kind of was relying on you and your literal real-world history expertise to sort of inform me that, like, hey, that was a real thing that happened. People
That's
were
I'm happy to do.
good. But, let's see, what else? 70, 70, 70, 50, 50, 50p, so that's all good. That's all good, and okay. I think we're good. I guess this last ream of paper. Yes, the expression is ream. I don't know why.
I never understood that.
Ooh, Hoover signs the Economy Act. President Hoover, I'm assuming, and not
Yeah.
the FBI guy.
Yeah.
Were they related?
No. Well,
Really?
I'll read this.
Sorry. I just realized how many people named Hoover do I know? This Economy Act aims to reduce government salaries, which intends to help balance the federal budget. I'm sure the employees are happy
Budget.
about that. I said budget, didn't I?
No, he said bullet. It's currently so
Oh,
deep.
sorry. It's early code deep and red. One would think it was communist. That's a fun little quip there. All economists believe the balanced budget is crucial to economy recovery, but is it really? Is this before we started working with debt? Because, like, there's a certain point where, like, the American debt just became an asset in and of itself.
This is around there.
Um,
Because remember,
I know we're probably off the gold standard at this point, right?
No, I don't think so.
By the 32?
I think we were on the gold standard until the 50s or 60s.
Oh, wow. Huh. I do definitely have the problem of, okay, she's about to walk in, so when I unpause time, I don't even necessarily have to leave this screen. That's the longer one. He's got the most experience, so let's put him here. He will automatically unlock the next thing, so it almost doesn't matter which one he goes to, but let's go ahead and send him to Congress. And then when Carrie Gonzalez gets back, I'm going to go ahead and send her to the Senate. That was what I needed to do. Oh, no, they're all For a second there, I thought that she was the only economist, but then I realized they're all economists, which is why they're in this column to begin with, and I'm silly. Okay, going back, we're still waiting on... Oh, no, we're not. I sent Ronald to Europe, so Terry
Right.
going to go ahead and cover this, and I'm not going to prioritize it, but I am excited to see it get done, because I want to see this icon vanish. There's the 12th Amendment proposed. That's what we're waiting on.
20th.
You right? I got it wrong the first time, and
And
it
the second
imprinted.
time, too.
And yes. Okay, unpausing, but I didn't need it to. That was the whole point. I was going to stay here until Carrie turns in her report. Carrie. That was also a thing where my brain wants to read that as Canary Gonzalez. I know.
That's a strange... I guess that's how most people spell Carrie. And is it a woman's name?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not Karen, it's Carrie. Okay, so all two of my reporters here are on assignment, and one of them is getting educated for his further assignment. So I can't really do anything with that story, but the other ones are being worked on. Telegraphers, how you doing? You seem to be doing fine. Can I afford... Hold on. What I mean is, why is this... Oh, this is what's lit up. Yes, we have two more telegraphing stations I can install. For about 1,500. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna do it. First I heard the ding. Oh yeah, you're telling me that this is gonna expire, but it's not, because literally these three people are about to finish. Still waiting on my politics reporter to cover that one. Linda Burgess, you can go ahead. Oh, sorry. Ford Hunger March ends in bloodshed. What?
I don't know why they're calling it Ford.
Protest ends in dead, dozens wounded.
Oh, it was in Ford, the town,
Oh.
I think. Or it's either, I don't know actually. It could be the car company, but
I don't really care about the Rangers clinching the Scottish League, do you? Yeah, and there's a risk of injury here, and there's no influence points,
Yeah,
so I kind of
no.
just want to drop that. All right, and then before I unpause time, I am actually going to because I think I can do this. What is this? Does that boost legal? Why is this here? Oh, no, that's for decoration, I guess. Store that. I'm going to move these lawyers down a floor, and I'm going to expand. So originally I was planning on making this the illustration floor,
Right, graphic artists.
and I still might do that when I unlock all three of them. But for the short term, which is going to be this week's playthrough and maybe next week's playthrough, depending on. No, I need at least 3 weeks to get the illustration department set up. All right, so lawyers, you're moving downstairs. I know. I keep moving you around. You don't get to keep your executive suite with doors on either side. Here, you know what? You keep your water cooler. Let's go ahead and slide this over. We're going to go ahead and...
I think you're fine in spacing, aren't you?
I should be. Actually, I did write down here exactly. I need 36 for the telegraphing station. But I think that rather than counting it out, I'm just going to naturally purchase them. Building, telegraph station, regular, please. Right.
Does it come with an operator?
No, I'll have to hire one. There, and let's see. So by this logic, there should be a globe there, and then this can be right here. One more unit to the left. Oh, sorry, trash can. Sorry, I forgot the trash can. How could I? One more unit to the right here. Then this can go here. This should go here. This should go here. I need one of these, which would be skill boost. Skill boost. Reporting accessories. World map. Booyakasha and big globe. Booyakasha. Little globe here. Little globe here.
Really? Do we need so many globes?
They boost. They all boost. This is a game thing.
Okay.
They all boost. I need the trash can, which I think would probably be here. No. Here? Where would trash be? Utility? No. Production. No. Decoration. That's right. I remember. It would be in decoration. Paper trash counter. There it is. Sorry, it's been 2 weeks, and I had lots of things going on, including a minor fender bender, which, I will admit, I was probably more at fault than I would like to admit normally. But and they get a clock too. General noise counter. No. There it is. Clock. Boop. And just slide this over one. And what is this? A noise counter, which is...
I think it's
this.
fine.
It probably is, but my OCD requires symmetry. Okay, cool. Now I just need to hire 2 people. Hiring for this position. We have noise tolerant and orderly. Let's do orderly because 50% less trash is important. And then noise tolerant is not that great, so I'm going to go ahead and roll these dice. That's for $150, I guess, but that's fine. That's almost nothing. And then we have cheap. Just cheap. You know what? You're good. All right. With that, we now have... I got to the end game, by the way, and never needed more than this number of telegraphers. So we now have a complete... I was going to say telegraphy department? What's it called? Just telegraph department?
Telegraph department, yeah.
Oh.
I think. There might have been some other word.
Telegrapher? No, everything I can think of just sounds silly. Anyway, I'm going to move this clock over because it's not center enough for my tastes.
Man.
There. We now have the entire telegraph station set up. I mean, it's going to move, but at that point I can just highlight the whole thing and drag and drop it.
I can't believe I grew up when they were still sending telegrams, and the telegrams had been a big part of.
Well, they had stock tickers all the way to the 80s.
Oh yeah.
Now they just don't tick out paper anymore, but they still have something that saves the same function. I kind of feel bad that I took away the telegraphers. Now I'm saying it wrong on purpose. Yes, on purpose. That's what I said. I'm also going to give them food and water because I kind of feel bad that I took away their water fountain. Lawyers, I'll give you food later on, but right now you're just good with your water. It's not a judgment against them.
That's how they're used to it.
Just like some bread scraps and some water.
No. They win the case. They get the big payout.
Oh, I see what you're saying. And I'm also going to order one thing of food for them. Okay, unpausing time. Sorry for your little detour there, guys, but what this allows me to do now is unlock 4 American stories and 2 European stories at the same time. I didn't realize we finished our European story. Actually, I did, because we rejected that other one. Wait. Oh, no! Oh, no.
Why?
I think I might have hit the, the end European story. Okay. So when you click on a story, you're not supposed to click up here because this is closed lines of communication.
Yeah.
I might have hit that button instead of clicking out here for one of the times I was checking the European story because I don't see it, and we definitely didn't send that one guy to finish it. So what's his name meeting the Pope?
What was the major story?
I just told you, Mussolini meeting the Pope.
No. The
Sorry, the other one?
No, there was some big warning that flashed.
The Hindenburg leads in the.
No, it was like da 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 da.
Oh, we got that. That was the economy story.
Oh yeah, we need to lead with an economy story.
We don't need to, but it would help. But we did lose the Mussolini Pope story. That was my mistake somehow. I don't know.
I don't feel that bad about that.
I kind of do. But luckily, there's another story right here with because this is why I trained him get to make that up. Okay, let's go ahead and put Ronald in here because they're both the same. Quicker, and then Stephen here. They'll both complete within about a day. It is Wednesday, so I'll send out someone to get that story. This story is Hindenburg leads in the German election. I find that funny. What, you don't think that's funny?
No,
that the Hindenburg's going to crash and burn?
Hindenburg was the name of a person.
I understand, and it was
Oh, yeah, I get what you mean now. Yeah, okay, well, go for it.
I just think it's funny. Actually, I kind of want to keep Terry open, so we're going to go ahead and drop this. Scroll back over here. We have Calm Waters Rising Storm. What do I need still? I need Uplifting. I don't see anything uplifting. Let's go ahead and get this one because I've said it.
Yeah.
Dad? 20th.
Yeah, there we go. Victory.
I'm going to go ahead and keep getting that. I'm not going to... Do I need it? No, it's still not uplifting. Okay, so we're still looking for an uplifting story. This is the 2 fruit.
Do we have any in the...
No. It would say if we had one in the stockpile.
I thought we did. But...
No. We have an adventurous and revealing in the stockpile. We're still waiting on the other 2. So how was your day? No, there are lulls, but
no, I'm just watching. It's actually kind of interesting and fun to watch the action.
Yeah.
Especially.
Oh yeah, I think when there's also less gaps, I think by filling out the floor a bit with the I only have the one option. Fort Hunger Marches.
Yeah, it's at the factory. It's
at
the factory.
And then your other offer, a European story, is 1,000 protest unemployment in Berlin.
I mean, it's a big story because that's how the Nazis came to power.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and send reporters to it. I don't have any available at the moment. Oh, and then this one, apparently, I haven't assigned anyone to yet. It's because I don't have anyone to assign. Uh, do I already have a statement? I already have a statement. I think I'm okay letting this one go. Yeah. Okay. I think we're good. Except for I'm still annoyed that we lost the Pope story. I don't get to make my setup Pope Mussolini walk into a bar.
I'm sorry. I was just rethinking about that joke.
Yeah. Now I flood the punchline in the game, too. But yeah, filling out this floor makes it look so much nicer. And I'm going to do the same thing with the print department and the lawyers. I guess that kind of means I got to make sure that this is on a floor where this stairwell isn't directly in the way. Oh, sorry. That's planning for future stuff. Yeah, go ahead. Tradition of excellence for Smith Gun Co. Genius creator held for ransom. I find that hilarious.
Well, it's also the weird thing is the first two lines you think you got uplifting.
Yeah. Okay. I care about this story very little, so I'm going to put the person with the lowest entertainment experience on it so he gets more experience. When this... Sergey? Sergey Allers. I was about to call him Sugary, but that's not what that says. You know, sometimes dyslexia is funny, sometimes it's not. We heard that ding, which is here. We have no uplifting. Apartment burned by candlelight. That's definitely not uplifting.
No, do we have to?
No, we got 8 possible stories. So of those 8, hopefully one of them is going to be uplifting.
How many days we got left?
We got, including the one that we're on, 4. And that's also including the date it publishes. So exclusive 2, inclusive 4. That's right, I remember math terms. Checking on the European story first, we're looking at... I need Terry, Stephen, or Ronald to come back. This is still waiting on me, because I'm an idiot. Let's go ahead and send Christopher Paccio in to start. I'm not going to prioritize this because I don't need it for anything yet, but maybe next week I'll still need it. Local Star endorses reform. It is...
Could that be uplifting?
It's not, but it is fame, and I need fame. So this is something that I need. So I'm gonna go ahead and pay the bribe. I don't know why there's a button there. I feel like this isn't like the shooting back and forth. I think there's only one option for that. But the second one of these two comes back, we're sending him on that story. We have 3 people that cover politics, and apparently every story is political this time.
Yeah, I was surprised by that.
All right. Well, eventually I'm going to get more reporters. I do have a plan, and I literally did a chart to make sure that I'm going to have all the reporters. I kid you not, I showed it to the nephew when he was here. It is an extensive chart for the types of reporters and the skills I want them to have. Obviously, there's some customization because obviously you can, not obviously, you can assign them skills through, what am I trying to say here? Through training, like we just did for Steven here. Okay, so we need fame. Let's go ahead and put Ronald on this. We need to prioritize this. That was priority, right? Yeah, so that's priority. And then here, we don't need to prioritize this, so Terry gets it. And then we go over here, and this is definitely something that I want to prioritize, so Steven, you cover that. Okay, we're still missing a hopeful story. So
what about the star? I didn't.
No, that was fame. That was fame. We don't have.
They don't give it. Okay, well, I'm just arguing with the games.
Yeah, no. The fame story wasn't an uplifting story. It was the ransom story. So
that's an uplifting story.
It's not. That's why we still need an uplifting story.
Okay.
We got one, not the other. We're still looking for uplifting.
We might have one in the bag.
We do not. Otherwise, it would have informed us. This is one. Boss Protects Business School. Done. Linda, prioritize. All right. See, for game logic reasons, I knew they were going to give us one of them. I was just scared they was going to give it to us as the last possible one. Because sometimes RNGesus works like that.
RNG?
Oh, no. Have you ever heard that? So, random number generation is how a lot of games work. But a lot of people pray when they gamble. And gamers aren't necessarily an atheistic bunch, but seeing as how they play lots of games that involve killing gods, there's a term that has come up, which is, please RNGesus, give me the numbers that I need to get the stat roll. Anyway, I always find that amusing, and so I have now worked RNGesus into my nomenclature. As you can tell, I'm not really a religious...
RNG?
Yes. It's random number generation.
Okay.
And G doesn't even begin with J, like
right,
Jesus
that's
does.
what yeah.
But it begins with the phonetic pronunciation
I got it now. Everybody
the kids
else
these days.
Everybody else was way ahead of me. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, so here's what I can do. Since we have all of these stories in the bag, what I can do with the 2 days that we have left is actually drag the ones that we want to keep to the top. Yeah. So this is I accidentally closed the story. So this has lost considerable value because I'm a dummy. But other than that, this has pretty decent value.
What's the burning fire?
Oh, because we completed the economic story.
Right.
So all the economic stories have a boost. But like I said, most of our things have been political.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird that we're getting a boost for politics and being unable to capitalize
Does the Hoover signing Economic Act, gives it uplifting or?
No. Just the fire bonus, which is a hot topic.
Jesus.
Yeah, so like I said, we don't have any uplifting, but we just got this Boss Protects Business School. So this goes,
is that uplifting?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Community reacts happy. This is definitely one of those randomly generated stories rather than pulling on historical events, but it's so hilarious that that's the one I need. All right, so between that, I have, we have Hopeful, which is right there. We have Adventurous, which is right here. We have Unveiling, which I'm pretty sure... looking for Unveiling. This is Unveiling. So let's put that here. And then after Unveiling, we're looking for Fame, which we also just got from a local star. So that puts that here. And then for this guy, we need one statement, which is this right here. Cool. So we absolutely need this story, this story, this story, this story, and this story. Make sure that they're all prioritized. Yeah, it looks like we should be able to get all of those in time. This one might be iffy, but they're going to work their hardest on it. This one's already on. I can actually just drag and drop this one in. Boop. So print at least one statement. Done with that guy's task. And then... So yeah, these four now are absolutely necessary for us to complete the challenge. One of them is complete. In fact, there's a second challenge here. What do I want? Do I want this legal advisor? Sure. Let's go ahead and drop this here for a ×2 bonus. And then this right here. Just because I also want those influence points, but I'm saving the ×3 bonus for this one.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
maybe not. Yeah. No. For game reasons, it's still the best play.
All right.
That is annoying though. Anyway, so we got one of the things up, we got 3 of the things in the work, and we got the other challenge met. So I think we can just run out the clock. Obviously, we got to sort of pay attention to these and make sure that they're done, finito. Yeah, as long as we don't mess up from here, and I only spent like, yeah,
How much?
About 2,000 to get the telegraphers.
So we're down to how much?
Oh, we're down to 3,000.
Yeah.
But we earn about 4,000 per week, so I'll be back up to 7 at the end of this week probably. Hold on, let me get this a little chart. Yeah. So probably maybe plus 5,000 depending on how our sales do. Which will put us back up at 8,000. I'd like to expand our floor. That's 10,000.
Yeah, you need it. You, that's what I was going for.
Yeah, that's 15. So to expand, I need probably 24, just so I can fill out the floor once I have it. Slow jumps drag game.
I don't even know what the.
I'm gonna send Ronald here. I'm gonna deal with those protesters. Governor hosts relief ball. Steven's actually kind of in a bad mood. I have been working him a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the relief ball. Hi? Oh, this is the protesters. I'm gonna pause time for a second just so I can address that properly. Where others fall, we rise. This is the first economy story I've gotten in a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw Miss Gonzalez on that.
I'm not sure it was economy.
It was, because it had the little burning thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so gonna go ahead and do this bribe, which hopefully will be less than 500. Okay, good. And then eeny, meeny, miny. Who do I want to recover this? So it's going to be between Linda and Christopher Paccio. Who do you feel like would probably be?
I don't know why. I think Christopher has more.
Yep, throwing him in there. I'm not prioritizing, but it is nice to have a European story in the wings for next week. And unpausing time. There's 2 stories remaining. One of them is American. Is that? Oh, right. You're just telling me.
The protesters?
Yeah. They'll wander in front for a little bit. This is outdoor speed skating winner.
No, nobody cares.
Don't care. This is too many dogs. Pretty sure that's also nobody cares.
Yeah.
And then we got one more story that's going to pop in. Look, there's our person working. See, he's walking in front of him. That's because he's speedy. Eventually, when he levels up, he'll be able to move 2 protesters at the same time. So in actuality, him getting experience here is kind of nice. Ads? I needed the illustrator for this, so I can't complete this ad.
Yeah.
And one last story, from jail to ballpark. I'm curious.
That might be uplifting.
It's not, but I mean, by tags, it's not. But I'm curious what they mean. Let's go ahead and throw Sergey in. He could use the experience. Babe Ruth caught speeding at 26 miles an hour in Manhattan. Let's see, what to address. Speeding at 26 miles an hour, Babe Ruth, and then from jail to ballpark sort of suggests that he got bailed and then went immediately to the game.
Right.
So that's kind of funny. Unpausing time, we have no more stories to focus on, so now we're just waiting for our editors. And oh my god, look at the backlog of work. Okay, we're going to go ahead and throw 1, 2, 3 here. So she has 4, and she has 1 in an ad. So let's go ahead and give you these 2. Neither of you have people in your outbox, and both of you guys are working. Alright, I think things are going as well as they can go. Now I just gotta listen to the smooth jazz. And
how much time before we...
It's exactly, well, I'd say 22 hours?
No, I mean...
You mean before these are done? So this is 14. This is 12. This one's probably not going to make it unless I do something about it. Interesting. So this one's being worked on currently. I don't know. This one might not.
What about the top 2?
Oh, these 2 are fine. I'm not worried about them. This one's actually can be moved on to the... Nope, this one already moved. So this one's about to move. Yoink. Buddy, there you go, back to work. Alright, so these two are going to get done within the next 6 hours. These two might not get done in time. I'll have to basically just be on this like a... Nope, that expression's not in good taste anymore. Hawk on a field mouse? I don't know. Come on, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Alright, so they might get this one done. Maybe. 6 hours. It is 7:30 p.m. No, okay, so this story's not getting done. But the others are all good. So, working from that, the uplifting story, that gets in. What are we missing? The fame story. That gets in. All of our objectives met, all of our objective met. Alright, so...
We just have a couple empty spots to fill.
Yeah.
And there's...
Just to get the maximum benefit of the influence points.
Okay.
And then...
So we got 2 holes.
Yeah. Hey, I think...
No.
No, I can't say it.
Go.
I can't say it.
Keep
I
moving.
can't say it.
Keep moving.
Okay, so this one is politics, crime. This one is... Well, first of all, this is also politics, so let's move this down to the politics one.
Yeah,
And this is crime and adventurous, and this is... Is there anything that is crime? Yeah, so this is crime. Move that down to match with the other crime one. This is also crime. Let's match this one. And over here we have politics. What's this? Triumphant.
Triumphant.
Do I have any more
Like-
triumphant? I do have one more triumphant, but and this, yeah, this will match better because it's politics and European. Hey, the Pope versus beats Mussolini made it into the paper anyway.
Yeah.
Didn't even notice. I think we're
I
good.
think we're good.
And I'm very happy I got the apparently almost 1,000 reams of paper, but it seems that we were correct that 600 would have been fine. I think we hit the center objective. It looks like we're... I think we can go. Yeah, because there's no way this is... I'm going to unpause. There's no way... Yeah, this one specifically is not going to make it.
Yeah,
It's still flashing.
once we knew that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no way. Eeny, meeny, miny. Oh, I should probably check the coal next time. Okay, so those are coming through.
270,000.
It's not a record, but for the
That's a solid.
for New York, yeah. Politician reads science fiction, not westerns and detective stories. Yeah, so I earn 8,000, but then I'm probably going to lose about 3,000 and we got the district and the hidden agenda. Well done, 35. Influence points are the meta currency,
Right.
and we want that. And we win the district. And we win the influence point. That rippled all the way to Washington. Thanks, guy. We got the legal advisor, which gives us... Oh, it's not going to tell me. But that'll be helpful for later. What do we get next time? Cleans toilets 50% faster. You know what? We can not necessarily get this one. I'm fine. We earned 2 new ads. And that doesn't include the one we didn't fulfill last time. Yep, I lost about 3,000 from that. Spent about 2,000 on the office. So normally this would only been about 1,500 losses, which is not bad. That means we're almost already up to 10,000, so that's about 5,000 per week. So about 3 weeks we'll be able to get the graphics workshop, photo academy, and this is the cartography association. So not next week, but the week after we'll be able to get our graphics department set up. So I really want to get the money that we need for that. So yes, we're doing this. We are pursuing educational, fame, gossip, and hopeful. And what do you want from me, guy? You need 2 alarming stories to be printed. Politicians with precaution, journalists sow debt, but what I need is public to understand its strength. You see the ship deck? If I ran it like the streets of the city, the enemy would have stormed the harbor before we blinked. Yes, I know I didn't say that with the proper inflection. Is that a stain? Recruit, clean it up. Yes, sir. In other words, you make other people solve the problem rather than doing it yourself. This nation needs the press to know that when they sound the alarm, you're here to resolve or let cowards write history. To rally resolve. Got it. Yeah, I'm accepting you, but only because I want your introduction to the. Sorry, I want your introduction to the veteran here.
Yeah, I mean,
I care more about this guy at the veteran camp than I do about you specifically.
yeah, and also
At least until the war starts. When the war starts, I definitely want to hear what you have to say.
well, but his analysis was made of glass.
Yeah.
It doesn't hold up in real life.
Yeah. This is the one who I also want to curry favor with, but not currently. And then the mayor. Ooh. I'll come back to you after. But, like, you can get custom mayor stories, like scandal stuff, if you do things for him, which is funny. Okay, so we've selected this district because I need to do the graphics department and selected this guy. He wouldn't really appreciate dissection. Clinical or literal. Although we were just analyzing his. Never mind. We just were dissecting him. Anyway, we got both of our objectives met here, and because it's the we have to save at the beginning of next week rather than anything. We have 95 influence points. I need 75. What was it? No, 15, 15, 15.
45.
I need at least 45, and I have over double that. Let's see if there's anything fancy we want. File holder for the lawyers, a broom stand for the janitor, a drying rack for the cleaner, a toolbox for the repair guy. We also have some decoration stuff, a calculator, a coffee machine. You know what? I'm gonna do the coffee machine.
I think so too.
So that'll be fun. We're gonna install that in a few places.
Well, no, it'll also make the workers happy.
Yeah. I also get the plant. And what am I still at? 83?
What do we get with Forest Hills Stadium?
Oh, they're the place that's selling us the plant.
Oh.
So all of these districts sell certain things that we only get active when we get access to them. And I've been sorting by heart right here at the bottom, which is the things that make our employees more comfortable.
Okay.
There are things that unlock tools for us, which is what I'm saving for the graphic. That's why I need 16. So that means I need 48. That's why I need a certain number of influence points to continue to improve these things. But, as we just did the math there, I can afford to spend a few of them, and I kind of feel like making our people comfortable, Big fan. I'm a big fan of the big fan. So that's a fan, a plant. Is there more lighting here? I don't really want that. Mirror. Already have the popcorn machine. Don't care about the chandelier. Already have those. Don't really need this yet. I'm going to go ahead and take the French factory clock because that'll be important for later. I'll explain it next week when I replace all the clocks. We can't get that yet, and we're back to the start. All right, so those are all the little bits of comfort for our people. I only spent down to 73 influence points. I was going to say you can't spend influence points during the week, but I just realized that's not true. I could have just done all that during the next week. You know what? Never mind. I did it. It's done. We're moving forward, starting the week, and then hitting pause immediately because I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 1 week's all we got in us. Hopefully we'll be back next week. Yes. So
I think so.
No, I'm going on a trip, but that trip doesn't begin until Thursday, and then I get back Wednesday. So sorry, Sunday. So
And I think next week we might even have the nephew.
yes, that's a non-zero possibility, and I would love to have him. Then I got to pack. I should probably pack before that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so all that next week and more. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for joining me, big guy. Sorry
Good time.
Sorry about the gap last week. I dropped the ball. I don't know. I'm only human. But I do like doing this both with you and with them. Them being the audience at large. I gestured, but then I realized that I don't have a camera, so no one saw me gesture. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you have a wonderful, I was going to say rest of your week. Yeah, let's go with that. Rest of your week. And that's all I got.
See you next time.
Bye.